Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Dychronic, your host here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about the Destiny 2 weekly reset for May 26, 2020. Can you get out? I'm trying to do a video, man. Like, seriously? Oh, you're a conqueror. Okay, sorry. I apologize. I didn't know. I apologize. Sorry. Let me just get out of the way for you, sir. I didn't know. I didn't know. All right, so the weekly reset. So everything that has reset this week. Oh, look at that Titan trophy there. Everything that has reset this week from the Nightfalls, the Crucible, and everything that I do talk about in these videos. For the most part, there's nothing new or special outside of the weekly reset. There's no double whatever. There's no increase for anything. There's no special event. It is literally a barren, static week. And the main reason that is because we only have 2 more weeks in the season. If you don't know, whenever you go to your seasons tab, you can actually see how many days are left in the season. So there's going to be this week and next week, and that is going to be the end of the season. The last opportunities to get everything that is tied to season 10. For example, if you're going for certain triumphs that are only locked to season 10, or you're going for certain seals that are only locked to season 10, I'm currently 3 out of 6 for my Grandmasters. I'm working on that. You have to complete that before those 14 days. God damn it, Zaval, shut up! I gotta move to my spot now. You know, I was standing in front of you just as a joke, now you're just talking, blah, blah, blah. Don't get me wrong, Lance Reddick, I think you're a wonderful voice actor, but like, constantly, I don't know about that. Alright. I just mean the pigeons. Oh, that's... okay. I was gonna say 2 of the exact same ship, and the game was like, nope! It got both of them now. Yeah. I saw nothing. Whoever comes to kidnap me in the night, I saw nothing. Moving on with the weekly reset, let's start off with the Nightfalls. And this week with the Nightfall ordeal will be the Tree of Probabilities. That's going to be the Centurion Cabaldu that jumps through the Minotaur at the end of the Infinite Force Curse of Osiris mission. He drops the DFA hand cannon. And again, just as a reminder, anybody who's looking to do all of the Grand Masters, they are all available. So the Tree of Probabilities plus the other 5 Grandmaster Nightfalls are all available right now if you wanted to do any specific one or you wanted to complete them for the Triumph. Again, you only have 2 more weeks to complete that. For the regular Nightfalls, first off we have Inverted Spire, the first beta mission for the game, the big Minotaur at the end. He drops the Trichromatica Exotic Ghost Shell. Seventh Song, the big purple Shrieker at the end. She drops the Duty Bound Auto Rifle, and finally Warden of Nothing, the Prison of Elders Forsaken mission, dropping the 2-burst hand cannon Warden's Law. The fastest one is definitely going to be Inverted Spire. As far as 100k point totals go, the Tree of Probability is very random, with the Infinite Force being completely random every time you do it, and it's also a bit of a short mission, so 1000 difficulty definitely minimum. You might actually have to go for the 1030 because it is not really that high of a scoring Nightfall. The heroic modifier for this week will be Void Singe. As for the rotating Crucible playlist, this week we will have Mayhem, and the other one we will have Breakthrough. As for Reckoning this week, the boss will be the Swords. So if you want to get anything from the Swords week, any of the available weapons on screen now, they are available, and of course it will be on Solar Singe. As for Escalation Protocol, this week it will be the Sniper. That's because last week was the SMG, and next week will be all 3. And on top of that, the Flashpoint this week is also on Mars, so Public Events, Lost Sectors, and Heroic Adventures to complete this very quickly. As for Menagerie this week, it will be Hasapiko Beloved by Callus, and that's going to be the big Minotaur at the end with the shield walls. The burn for this week will be Void Singe, and the Heroic version will have things like Extinguish, Iron, Blackout, and Void Singe. Moving on to the Moon for the Nightmare Hunts, this week we have Skolos, Zydron, and Omnigul. If you're looking to do any one of these, the easiest one this week is definitely going to be Zydron. That's because there's that exploit where you can jump up into the rafters and just shoot the boss without him being able to shoot you. As for the Garden Salvation Raid Challenge this week, it will be a Link to the Chain. This is going to be taking place in the second encounter in the raid. The encounter with those 4 relays are on the outside of the square, and for this challenge you have to tether every single person, all 6 people, tether them at approximately the same time every time you tether to a relay. And you can split up at different relays as long as it's at almost the exact same time. Whoa! That's like a can of whoop-ass inside of that one. Anyways, moving on to Eververse's inventory. I don't think I've ever seen this ghost shell at all. Guiding Light Treasure Hunter too. It's a very interesting shell. I think I'm putting this in my thumbnail. You know, all I gotta do is go here, hit Control, and bada boom, bada bing. Cut that out, put it in the thumbnail. As for the Bright Dust section stuff, we have the Siva Emergence Transmit effect, a pretty good transmit effect, I would recommend it. Oh, I thought I had it. We have the weapon ornament for the Outbreak Perfected to make it look like a Trials of Osiris, almost honestly looks like the Vigilance Wing. We have the emote for Infinity Cube, definitely something that Osiris plays with, his little fidget spinner. And then finally we have the Feline Fancy, where you spin in circles and show off your cat. It is beautiful, Austin Powers, I love it. And again, this is going to be the last 2 weeks for any of the Season 10 stuff, so make sure to get it while it's hot, because it will be going into the random pool after that. As for the other Bright Dust section, we have the another emote, which has to do with pouring water or something into a cup and then throwing stuff around. We got the Nucleus Shell, which is a Speed Demon Public Defender shell, which actually just looks really nice. Apparently, they want it to look like an atom with the little molecules around it, or not, there's a little, what are they called, particles? No. What is the generic name for neutrons, protons, and electrons? The stuff around it. I don't know, man. We also have the Immoderate Splendor, a very smooth looking sparrow. We have the ornament for the Crown of Tempest, which I have been looking for a very long time, and I definitely want to get it. For 2,000 silver, it's a Bright Dust. It's a bit steep, and I gotta stop spending Bright Dust, but this is a very nice ornament for something I use all the time. We also have the leg piece for whatever class you're using, so again, this is going to be tied to the class you're using. An ornament for the Lord of Wolves shotgun, which is a very nice ornament, which actually has moving pieces back here. I didn't even realize these things actually move and strobe. Then finally, the Savage Haymaker finisher, which you just go ahead and punch the dude. I do not have enough for any of that. Also having the transmit effect and the shader down here. Neopop Wave looks pretty nice, or pretty funky on a lot of different classes. But anyways, that is it for the Eververse. I need to get out of this pigeon poop, and I'll see you guys when I get to Hawthorne. God, why am I at 30 frames a second? Bungie, stop doing this. They send me at 30 frames a second every time. I don't know why. I'm like sitting here like, why is it so framey? Am I losing frames? Is the recording stupid? No, it's just the game is set up like 30 frames a second. Why not? And finally, we have Hawthorne, the very last thing in our weekly reset videos. Talk about the weekly raid challenges for the other 3 raids. First of all, for the Last Wish raid, we have the Strength of Memory. This is going to be taking place in the boss encounter for the Last Wish raid. In this encounter, you cannot shoot the same eye twice. So if you end up being tagged to the same eye, just switch with somebody else and you should be fine. Obviously, this is a lot harder since you're not able to do the cheese as well as before, but good luck. As for the Scourge of the Past raid, we have Hold the Line. It's going to be in the first encounter of the raid. Basically, you just have to do things faster. There's going to be a battery level next to the map. Just don't let the battery level go below half, and you'll be able to get through it. It'll also say Challenge Failed in the bottom left. And finally, for the Crown of Stars raid, we have Limited Blessing, also in the first encounter of this raid. And in this encounter, only 2 people can have the buff at one time. So just have 2 pairs of people that swap the buff between each other, and you should do this quite easily. And that's it. That is going to be the end of the weekly reset video. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions, concerns, tips, tricks, just want to say hello, all that, whatnot, and kerfuffle. I don't know why my computer and my keyboard decides to, well, I did spill water on it, but it keeps on clicking buttons. But anyways, that's the end of it. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you check out my Twitch live stream, which I usually do right after reset, right around 12 p.m. PDT actually right now. See, my hands weren't even on the keyboard for that. Like, this pisses me off. But yeah, come check it out every single Tuesday, as well as Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and some other stuff with my co-host. Lots of good stuff, so check in the description down below. And of course, also make sure you check out the giveaway I have going on right now. If you don't know, I do monthly giveaways. Astro A40 headset, blue microphone product, Control Freak, store credit, lots of good stuff. Check the link in the description down below. But that's it. My name is Dychronic, and I'll see you guys on the next one.